Brain Army, my name is Brian and welcome back to another video, and today, or as I should say, welcome to my first ever podcast. This is amazing. I love it so much. This podcast we're going to be telling stories with special guests like, for example, our special guest right now, which is...
Hi.
Did you say your name?
Okay, Avery Smith.
Yes, Avery Smith, my sister. That is going to be our first special guest.
He made me do it.
No, I didn't.
Whatever.
But let's just
Get used to hearing my voice every single podcast.
That means you're gonna be my partner?
Yeah?
Awesome. So she's my partner for this podcast. So she's gonna be in it.
Every single podcast.
And also
Every single podcast.
And also
I'm done now. You can talk.
And also, we are going to, this is going to be on SoundCloud, so make sure to download the SoundCloud app, or if you're on the computer, make sure to download SoundCloud, and you can go ahead and listen to our podcast. It's going to be awesome.
If you have SoundCloud, or if you're watching it on SoundCloud, get the other thing.
Yeah, you can watch this on YouTube. If you're on SoundCloud, you can watch this on YouTube. So it's going to be awesome.
Okay, YouTube right now. I'm an angel.
So let's start with the first story. We will be right back with the first story. So the first story we're going to do is our Disney cruise story. So this is not as interesting as our stories are going to get, but it's a start.
Also, there is an interesting fact in there. You
what?
probably don't even know it. I'm gonna say it though.
Okay.
Once we get sooner into it.
Okay, so first it started off with when me, my Avery, and my brother Lane, you've seen him in my saltwater taffy challenge video. But me, Avery, and Lane Smith are all sitting at the table just doing nothing, and then my parents come home, and then
our dad was already home. My mom comes home from her work.
Yeah, and behind her, and she's holding her hands behind her back. And then
I'm thinking my dad. Yeah, my dad knew actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's holding her hands behind her back. So and then she's wearing a Mickey Mouse hat.
And I was like, "You look ridiculous, Mom." Even though I was only 4 years old. And I was like, "I'm pretty sure that's not how you dress."
So
unless my dreams have come true. We're going to Disney World. I literally just shouted that out.
And then she reveals what's behind her back, and she has tickets to Disney World.
And then she gave us all Disney cups and Disney Mickey Mouse ears. And I was like, my dreams have come true.
Okay, you're getting very high pitched. I don't think the microphone can take it. Okay, stop.
Okay.
So, basically, what happened was, a few months later.
Sorry, we're being nerds.
A few months later, we leave to Disney World.
No, it was like more like a few days.
No, it was a few months. I remember.
It was like a few weeks. Not even a month.
Okay, so
a few weeks.
A few weeks later, I remember I had a pet goldfish at the time.
I was like, it's gonna die. I was like, I knew it was gonna die anyway, Mom. Don't hire a babysitter or something. Just let it die. He doesn't take good care of it anyway.
Okay, come on. I took care of Goldie.
Really? You put it in Lane's fish tank and had him feed it. You're like, here's my fish. take good care of him. I don't care if he dies or anything.
No, I did not say that. I love my fish. Anyways, so, and we left, and we completely forgot about the fish. We'll get back to that later, at the end of the story. So we go to Disney World, and well, we go to Minnesota, and we go to the airport in Minnesota and fly to Florida. We go to the one in Florida, not California.
Yeah.
Or is it Colorado?
California.
Yeah, California. And
We didn't go to that one.
and then we to Florida, and it was really hot in Florida. Like, I'm talking like 90 degrees.
Even though we got there at like 10 p.m., it was so hot. Like, Dad took us straight inside while Mom was kind of sleeping in the airplane a little bit.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was once we got to Florida, we stayed in a hotel at Disney World, and
Proceed.
and basically what happened.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So we stayed there for 2 days, and then it was really fun. But even funner, we gotta go on a Disney cruise for the next 3 days.
No, it was 6 days.
I know. It was 6 days in total. We stayed there 2 days, and then 3 days there, and then 1 more day there.
Okay.
Okay, so we went on the Disney cruise for 3 days. It was so beautiful. There was a pool shaped like Mickey. My brother taught Brian how to do a dead man's float, and he did that there, and I actually thought I was kind of dead, and I kind of laughed.
You thought I was dead? Oh, it's so bad.
I was like, he's dead.
Jeez.
I'm dark.
Holy crap, you are super dark.
Don't say I'm dark.
I'm sorry. Ah! Oh my god. She's gonna give me a wet willy. Ah! Oh my god! Give me a wet willy. Okay, so back to the story. After we did that, we went on Disney cruise. I remember this.
Don't. Okay, so at like the second day-ish, I was having a pretty bad day. I only got to meet boy characters, but my one all-time favorite person was Goofy.
Goofy was awesome.
But we were in line. I really need to go to the bathroom. So I went into the bathroom, and after I was done, the stall door wouldn't open. So I was like, I didn't even have the idea of crawling under the stall. And then Mom came looking for us and was like, "You missed seeing Goofy. Where are you?" And then she unlocked her, and then she told me to crawl under. And I was like, wow. And I was like, "Can we go see Goofy tomorrow?" And I was like, and then she was like, sure. So I got to meet Goofy the next day, and Trace didn't. And I even got and he even signed Mickey Mouse ears, I think.
So, basically what happened was, I think what during that, I really wanted to meet Mickey. Like, there was a Sailor Mickey, and I really wanted to meet him, but you were taking forever. And I was like, it was like 3 hours.
No, it was about an hour.
Yeah, it took forever, and I finally went, and finally the guy's like, "Here, go to the front of the line. We're sorry." And so I got to meet Mickey. It was cool. We took a picture together. I will show you the picture. Right. Actually, I'll show you it at the end of the video. So I'll show you it at the end. So yeah.
The picture of you meeting Mickey, we don't have a picture thingy of that.
No. Mom sent me the picture on my text, so I have the picture on my tablet.
Oh my! I just fell backwards onto the ladder of the bunk bed, so that kind of hurt. And anyway, so we were about to leave. So we had the best time of our lives on the last day at the cruise. So we stopped at an island, and
It was the Bahamas.
yeah, and it was so amazing. We saw this little tent thing of a lady braiding beads into a girl's hair, and I was like, Mom, you'll have to do that or I will kill you. And so she let me do that. And I'll show you a picture of me at the end of me with my braids. I have a few of them. And yeah.
So we also went to downtown Disney.
Oh, that was so amazing.
And we got to go to the Lego shop, and I got this, and my brother got this set of a gigantic ship, like a gigantic ship, and it had the captain, it had the steering wheel. It was so cool. Like I was so.
Yeah, he was actually crying because he wanted one. I was like, Mom, just let me get one. And then she was like, pick out a cheaper set. It only cost us a lot of money to buy this Disney cruise, buy us a hotel room, buy you all your stuff, then pick out a cheaper one.
So I picked out this set of a car with two criminals, and there was a bank with $100 bills, not real ones, Lego $100 bills.
Yeah, well, I didn't really care about Lego, and I knew my mom wouldn't let me because I already got my braid beaded. So
Your braid beaded.
My hair braided and beaded. Oh!
Jeez.
I want to see if I can get all the way up to that huge red.
Okay, try.
Ah! You yell too.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'm probably breaking.
Yeah, you're probably breaking the mic right now.
Well, we're at 12. Holy cow!
So,
Hurry up!
we went. So after that, we basically just did some stuff and we left.
Yeah, but one thing about being at a hotel, it had a bunk bed and a fold-out bed. Nobody wanted to sleep on the fold-out bed. Everybody wanted to sleep on the top bunk. So we rotated because we stayed there 3 days on the cruise. So I slept on the top bunk first, and then I slept on the fold-out bed and then the bottom bunk. And I hated it. And Trace hated me because when we were there, when I was on the fold-out bed, I kind of wetted the bed, so he didn't really want to sleep on it.
Oh my god.
So he didn't want to sleep on it. Okay, I was 4. I just got potty trained.
You just got potty trained when you were 4?
Yeah. Hey, you got potty trained when you were 4 too.
Okay, that's true. So,
late potties.
We're the late bloomers.
just keep on doing it. We're wasting our time.
So we left, and when we got back, I went to check on my goldfish, and it was dead.
It's like cross-eye. This is how I imagined it. It was like cross-eye. I drew cross eyes on it.
You did?
Yeah. And then
holy crap!
When before we flushed it, I was like, here.
You held a dead fish. I doubt it.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
It was so weird. I was like,
well, you were a pretty strong child. I remember you whacked a bee with your bare hand and killed it when you were 3.
Yeah, I was like, I
hate bees.
And I just like, yeah. Yeah, I have a huge bump on my hand. No one cares. I licked it. It felt funny. It tastes like pus. Pus.
What's pus?
Pus, that stuff that comes out of the hand.
I don't know what that is. Anyways, so that's the end of that story.
It's like clear blood.
So that's the end of that story. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will be right back with the next one. So guys, this next story is about my sister and how she split her knee open. Yeah, this is getting gruesome.
And I still have a scar, 2 little lines, and then a bump.
So I'm gonna let her tell it. So
you can butt in if you were even in it.
Yeah,
okay.
You can tell it.
Okay, so I was having the time of my life. I was so happy because one of my cousins I had never met before was over. Her name is Nicolette. And, well, I was taking a bike ride with my dad. My dad was walking beside me. And I was super nervous because I just learned how to ride my bike. I was about 5 or 6. And, I was riding on gravel because where we lived then, there was a lot of gravel around the roads. And then I fell. I was like, I can't even feel it. So I just kept on walking. Then I looked. It was like blood. Like I could see a trail of blood behind me. I was like, I just noticed it, and now it hurts. And I started crying. And then my mom thought it was taking forever. So she went out looking for me in her car, and then she saw it, and then I got a ride in the back trunk on the way home, and I was crying the whole way. Like, she had to bandage it up, and I was, like, crying, like, stop touching my owie! And then I was, like, I was bending my knee for the rest of, like, that year, and I had a bandage, and so it was, like, the way end of the summer. So then when I went to school, I still had the bandage, and I couldn't go to
You couldn't
gym.
do squat.
What?
You could do squat.
Ew. Okay, so I couldn't even go to gym, which sucked because gym has always been my favorite period. Okay, that's it. Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's move on. I don't know what I did there. Okay. Well, I said gym is my favorite period. Oh, I'm laughing. Oh my.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know. Okay. Now. Anyway. That's the end of the story. Next one.
So the next one is how this next one's about my sister and how she split her eye open.
Yeah, or it was kind of my eyebrow. And before we start this, I was just gonna say, my mom says, since I'm super sassy, that when I grow up, I'm gonna be complaining to her about how I can't get on my eyebrow liner on right because of the scar. I'll be like, Mom, fix it!
Wait, is there still a scar? Oh my, there is. There's still a scar.
And I was 3. And I'm 8 now.
I hit the top! Okay, stop trying to make loud noises so you can hit the red bar.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so when I was younger, I was a little acrobat of the family. So me and my brother would set up little buckets and chairs and stuff, like our little step stools and Elmo buckets and stuff. And I was jumping because it was downstairs and we had a couch downstairs. I jumped a little too far. I jumped to the couch. I split my eyebrow open. I was crying. Trace does not handle these things well. He just ran up to Mom. He's like, Mom, downstairs, now. He was like, and on the way there, he was like scooting away from me slowly. He's like, there's blood everywhere. Just hold the tissue. Just keep on holding the tissue and so funny. And
So funny, bruh.
And all they did was glue it shut. Like, I have a picture. I can show it to you. It's on my iPad. I can send it to Brian. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, and after that, I've always hated it because every time I touch it, it hurts.
I don't think we're gonna show all the pictures on here. I'll show my picture and your picture. One of my picture and one of your picture.
I'll show the one with my eyebrow, just for some proof. And you can see a before and after picture, because there was one before they glued it and then after.
No, we're only showing one.
Okay. I'll show the after. The after. And then when I took showers, because I like taking showers then, and now I never take showers. I was like, quickly came out, ma'am. ER room. I don't want to go back. Just glue it yourself. Yeah. So, I've never had stitches, but I've had something glued shut. My brother has had stitches twice, or maybe more than that.
No, once.
No, twice. Because one time he broke his leg when he was a baby, and then he broke his arm when he was like
no, but I didn't get
kindergarten.
stitches on that one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's no scar on my leg.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna let just a few more minutes of this podcast. So we're gonna make the best of it.
All right, that's the end of this podcast. So that's the end of this podcast. We told some pretty crazy stories here. That was our first podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And make sure to join the Brian Army so whenever I upload a new podcast. And I will see you guys next time.
Goodbye.